So there are 4 things that I learned from Craig Proctor early on that allowed me to build a rock solid foundation. I'm going to walk you through each 4 of those. This won't take but a moment. And you would be wise to understand foundational building. Okay. Let me give you an example of some principles to lead into this. Ready? And you guys hopefully are taking notes and writing this down. All right. There are only 3 ways for you to grow your business. So write these down. Number 1, you increase transactions. Right. Number 2, increase the amount of money you make per transaction. And number 3, increase the number of times people come back and buy from you. All right. So let's talk through each one of those. Yes or no, true or false? Commissions that are being offered up in the MLS for buyer's agents are trending downward, or are they trending upward? Right. So you guys are typing in, oh, it's going down. Commissions that are being offered up in the MLS for real estate agents are going down, trending downward. All right, so think it through now. If I'm going to increase transactions and I'm going to do business the way the majority of real estate agents do and take the commission that's being offered up to me in MLS, I'm going to end up selling more homes and making less money versus selling more homes and increasing my income, because I'm going to basically do more work for less money. How many of you guys are into selling more homes, doing more work and making less? Right? Nobody's interested in that. But that's a true thing, isn't it? So all 3 of these have to work together for you to have the business that you most want. You're going to increase transactions while simultaneously increasing the amount of money you make per transaction. And we're experts at that in the Craig Proctor system. We have, for example, I was using the commission being offered up for real estate agents in MLS is trending down. Our workaround for that is the VIP buyer system, where you set, negotiate, and collect your own fee. You know, where, so if commissions are 2% in your marketplace, Craig Proctor system members at the platinum level and higher are getting 3.5% or more. Doesn't matter what's being offered up in MLS. It's irrelevant to the equation. Okay. If there's anything being offered up, that's just less deficiency you have to collect. So we're going to increase transactions and we're going to increase the amount of money you make per transaction simultaneously. Okay, now what about the number of times people come back and buy from you? How often does a real estate agent do a deal with someone, do a transaction? Does that someone come back and buy from that agent? How often does that happen? And how long is the time frame for it to happen? Now, when you do the research and studies on it, it's pathetic. Okay. 89% of real estate of buyers and sellers say they plan to use the same agent again. You guys ready for this? 87% don't. Right? So by the time it rolls around again, which on average is 7.5 years, by the time it rolls around for them to do business with the agent again, they're on to somebody else. Not always, but the majority are. I've seen numbers of 69%, 67%. I've seen numbers of 87%. So I use the higher number, but either way, it's a terrible statistic, right? All right. So if you're going to increase the number of times people come back and buy from you, when does that start? And it starts by doing the complete freaking opposite that the majority of real estate agents do. The majority of agents are focused on the customer coming back around and buying a primary home from them. So they do this, so they try to stay in touch with them. You ain't going to stay in touch with someone for 7.5 years very effectively. And it doesn't matter your stay in touch stuff. Okay, if it's just staying in touch, it's boring. What are you going to stay in touch with? Market updates, calendars? Come on. It's not how you stay in touch. Here's how you stay in touch in the Craig Proctor system at the platinum level and higher. We're going to take our customer that we just got, that we did this deal with, and we're going to make them rich. We're going to help them create wealth. We're going to give them opportunities in education to invest in real estate, just like we do. All right, number 4. What do you think number 4 is? Take a guess. So number 1, the development and implementation of unique selling proposition. Number 2, the use of a contact management system as your operational platform. Number 3, DISC. The secret to selling people and leading people is to influence them the way, in a way that will motivate them, not manipulate them, but motivate them to want to do business with you and do it for you at a high level. DISC is the master at that. All right. So number 4, okay, on this foundation is very simple. It's to associate with people that are at a place where you would like to be. Jim Rohn says you're the sum total of the 5 people that you hang out with the most. And it's true. All right. Some of you need new friends. I'm not saying to divorce yourself from your other friends, but what I am saying, you need new friends. You need to go hang out with people that are doing things that you aspire to do. I'm not talking just next level. I'm talking ultimate level. So who you hang out with matters. So number 4, association. All right. So I made it my business when I was a kid. All right. And I got involved in the Craig Proctor system at that early age, my 20s, early 20s. When I got involved with Craig, all right, I got involved with Craig. All right. He's told me, he goes, look, you are who you hang out with. He said, you need to associate yourself with people that are doing what you most want to do. Most want to do. Most want to do. He kept saying it over and over again. Most want to do. Not what you want to do next, but what you most want to do. And I'm like, well, shoot. What I most want is to have a real estate business that serves my life like you have, Craig. And I don't see anybody else with it. So you know what? I guess I need to hang out with you. And thank God Craig was okay with me hanging out with him. We got to be friends, mentor. He's like my older brother, and I see him as such. All right. And that's how the relationship started. But it wasn't just Craig. There were all kinds of amazing people in the Craig Proctor system that wanted the same things. I associated with them and spent more time around those people. And the rest I say is history, man. It happens so easy when you hang out with people.